What's up, YouTube? So Paul Finebaum stopped by the Matt Barrie Show to discuss, you know what? The Alabama Crimson Tide, Kalen DeBoer, and is it out of control? What's going on at Alabama? What's going on in terms of their play? Paul Finebaum chimes in on the Matt Barrie Show. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Corey, and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with Corey. If this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button. But before I get started, wherever you are in the world today, I mean wherever you are in the world today, I really do hope you're having a great day. Guys, as you know it, my channel, Let's Talk with Corey, is about people, places, and things. And this time, we're talking about Alabama Crimson Tide via the Matt Barrie Show with guest Paul Finebaum, who says it's out of control what's going on with Alabama, who just weeks ago looked like a team that was ready to keep going forward without Nick Saban. Guys, I want you to check out this discussion with Matt Barrie and Paul Finebaum. Check this out.
Oh, good morning. Happy Sunday. How's it going?
Yeah, Matt, every week we wonder, can it be more bewildering? But let's start with Alabama.
Okay, this show might be an hour today based on
Alabama. Where can you go? I mean, Alabama is an absolute train wreck. There's no sugarcoating it, and I'm sure Kalen DeBoer and his cast of minions can try to act like they control. I actually heard somebody say Alabama controls its own destiny. For what? The end of the world? Why would you now believe Alabama, after what we've seen the last 3 weeks, is now going to get off the canvas, beat Missouri, which is not great, but still formidable, because anybody is formidable for Alabama right now, and then go down to Baton Rouge and beat LSU after what we saw from LSU last night. And that's really the number one bullet point, I think, Matt. We may wake up here in a couple of months and look back and go, wow, maybe we were wrong. But that's part of the conversation that exists here. But it's not the play on the field. It's a lack of discipline. Every time they have a chance to put that game a little bit further away from Tennessee or to come back in the game, they made a stupid penalty. They made a stupid decision. And ultimately, who does that rest with? Is that the players or is that the coaching? To me, this does not look like a well-coached team.
So I brought this up on Sunday Bloody Sunday that there are things about Alabama that are starting to rear their head now, and it's unfortunate in that for 17 years, and I hate, look, what do we always say? You don't want to be the guy that replaces the legend. We're seeing it, Paul, right in front of our eyes. Because what happens every time Alabama has a misstep, like that personal foul late in the game? Was he taunted by the Tennessee player? Yes. Should the Tennessee player have been flagged? Yes, but he didn't. Now you're 4th and 22. What we're seeing, Paul, is we're seeing an Alabama program who is so locked up for 17 years under Nick Saban. It's almost as if now that Saban's gone, everyone in the building relaxed. And we're seeing it on Saturdays with stuff we haven't seen in a decade plus. And if you hit on it, think about where we were, was it 4 Sundays ago today after Georgia? And we're talking about closure in the Nick Saban era. They got it right. Alabama could be better. They've gone Vanderbilt loss, South Carolina near miss, and Tennessee loss. This season, SEC playoff, they're out. They're done.
They're over the state of Tennessee, in case anybody in the volunteer state was keeping track. Matt, listen, it was 3 weeks ago today. I sat here and talked about how Alabama looked better coached last night, meaning the Georgia game, than the last couple of years of Nick Saban. I meant by that, it looked like they were together across the board. Saban did not have a great staff his last year. It was a mirage. And we certainly, you can. I don't even care about the Georgia game anymore because they threw it away. Whatever they did in that first half, they let it go in the second half, and they haven't gotten it back. And there's no reason to believe they're going to get it back, because I think the real issue now is Kalen DeBoer is going to experience things that no coach at Alabama has experienced in 2 decades, and that's all the noise. And the noise in Alabama is loud. I was in Alabama last week, Matt, for 2 days. And I mean, I was going to through TSA at the airport, and somebody working at the airport grabbed me and said, "Hey, what's with this guy?" And I was like, "What guy?" He said, "The guy coaching at Alabama." I mean, that was before the Tennessee game. They didn't even want to mention his name.
Okay, guys, you heard the clip, the exchange between Matt Barrie and Paul Finebaum. I mean, look. I'm not going to rant in this video. I've done enough of that in the previous video. As I said before, guys, I am a long-time Alabama fan since growing up as a small child in Alabama. So, hey, deep roots, long time Alabama fan. Been to a lot of games, guys. And I understand that there's been a change of leadership. But there's a lack of leadership right now. And who knows what's going to happen the rest of the way. I mean, this team at 5-2 could lose another 3 or 4 games easily if they keep playing the way they're playing. I mean, over the weekend, you guys saw what you saw. This Alabama team looks out of sorts. And regardless of how much we want to put on the players, how bad Milroe looked on Saturday night in instances where he was not connecting with his receivers, I still put a lot on the shoulders of the coaching staff, especially the $10 million man, Kalen DeBoer. So I don't care what other people are saying. Give him time, give him time, give him time. Guys, we are seeing a unraveling of a program right before our eyes. 26 guys left, but there's still talent on the Crimson Tide's team. And despite the fact that some may say Kalen DeBoer deserves more time, guys, the fan base, we're going to run out of patience with this guy, because each post-game presser that we've seen, there's never, "It's on me." We don't hear that from him, okay? Now, again, there's an opportunity to at least make the season respectable. I mean, 5-2, you're just, just win out. If possible, would be great to win the rest of the games. But I just don't see it unless something dramatic happens in the next 4 weeks. I mean, it would have to be something really, really like a miracle to get these guys to playing like they need to be playing. And when people talk about the standard was created by Nick Saban, but it was passed to Kalen DeBoer. Why? This man that came in with a winning record, guys. He has a history of winning. But he's at Alabama, but he's also in the SEC. This isn't the Pac-12. And so it's just a different style of football. You hear the stuff that's getting repeated over and over again. Lack of discipline. The team seems unprepared. The coaching seems to be lackadaisious. I mean, it's just so many different things, so many different words that seem to be describing Alabama right now. And understand that, fans pay money to go see their team, not to get L's, but to get wins. And I understand too, the NIL and the landscape of college football is changing dramatically. Teams that used to be competitive, now they can be competitive. Look at Vanderbilt. They may go the distance, in terms of, their record this year. They're going to probably have the best record in years if they keep winning. But, it's changing. And, Kalen DeBoer has to acknowledge that, as well as other teams, other coaches. But Alabama needs to get it right, and get it right now. I mean, not tomorrow, not next week. They got to make the adjustments to improve this program and improve their play and performance on the field. The penalties are ridiculous. Ridiculous. And so, guys, that's all I'm going to say. What's your thoughts about what Paul Finebaum had to say. I agree with him. It's out of control. It's uncharacteristic of an Alabama team. Regardless, we understand Nick Saban is gone. He's not coming back to save us. I've said that before in other videos, but it doesn't look good. I do not think, again, this is my opinion, guys, and I'm entitled to my opinion. I do not believe Kalen DeBoer is the future of Alabama football, especially at the head coach. I think that we're just going backwards like, you know, that time between 92 and 2008. I think we may be headed for a drought. There's some coaches that I would like to see in Alabama, but I'm not going to bring that up right now on this video because I don't want to stir the pot up, get everybody to hooping and hollering. But, you know, but I'm an Alabama fan, you know, so guys, you hit that subscribe button. This isn't a sports channel. Again, people, places, and things. And I just, you know, just for some reason, I can't escape, you know, talking about what's happening with our Alabama Crimson Tide. Okay, so, you know, for those of you who are like on that bandwagon with DeBoer saying it's going to get better, it's going to get better, stay optimistic. My optimism is shrinking about this man and what he's doing for Alabama right now. And if somebody says we rebuilding, bullshit. We're not rebuilding. But we got 4- and 5-star athletes on that team. Okay, it's like getting the keys to a Ferrari and crashing it. All right, I'm sorry. Guys, as always, thanks for the pull-up. Let's talk with Corey. Let's talk with Corey out.